Like and subscribe right now, or else this will be in your bed tonight. r/AskReddit by Planet Reddit. What normal activity seems suspicious when done at 3 AM? Knocking on someone's door. If quickly, I'd think it was bad news and be forced to open. If slowly, I'd lose my mind. I'd wait to hear if it was the police first. Otherwise, I'd get my dog and call the cops. Flying a kite. I would say that trying to fly a kite and failing would be way more creepy. Just imagine some guy running in a prairie pulling something that you can't quite make out in the twilight of the early morn. Oh man. Glow in the dark kites would be so cool. Or light up kites. Being at the playground with your children. Pretty sure there was a story about a mom who was pushing her dead 3-year-old son on the swing all night long. I'd shit my pants if I had come across that. Turns out she had gone insane and was in denial about his death or something, so pushed him on the swing to try and spend more time with him. Google.com link. Super ducked up edit. Here's a more up-to-date link. Daily Mail Co UK link. Walking at a normal distance behind someone on the street. Walking at a slightly faster pace behind someone on the street and slowly catching up with them. I walk faster than normal people. Not because I got horse legs or anything. I just don't like walking slow. Usually I just overtake people with no problem. But occasionally I stumble upon people walking only slightly faster than average. So I don't walk faster by much. So either I walk slow now or I walk faster and make it look like that is my normal movement speed. However, since I don't have jacked legs, this might become annoying way before I get out of their sight. The absolutely worst part is if I overtake them and we meet up on a traffic light. Bonus shame points if I am audibly panting. Cleaning your car. A few years ago I couldn't sleep and jumped into a cleaning spree. Cleaned my whole bedroom, kitchen and thought, oh, my car. I have a lot of crap in my trunk. I went outside, it was close to 4 AM and I was stuffing trash into a bag from my trunk. A cop got out to make sure I wasn't doing anything suspicious. Car was in my driveway. I was listening to music with headphones. He scared the duck out of me when I saw him. Honestly, I would have just assumed you were tweaked out on meth. So it was actually the meth this time? Buying more than 10 boxes of large, 30-gallon capacity, black garbage bags at once. My roommate and I had less than 20 hours to bag up all of our possessions and clothes due to bed bug fumigating. Not fun. But, like, exactly 10 boxes would have been totally fine. Yeah. They have to report transactions over that limit to the FTC, Federal Trash Commission. I'd consider it pretty suspicious if an ice cream truck rolled down my block. Music blaring at 3 AM. Still might flag him down for a Choco Taco. But suspicious nonetheless. Not quite 3 AM. But we used to have a creepy ice cream truck that would come through the neighborhood at 9 PM every night. 9 PM is not late in the summer. That would be regular time ice cream came at in my neighborhood. Purposely after dinner time as always. Did you move to North America as a kid maybe? Many people do not understand the longer summer days if they are not from here. Digging a hole in your backyard. You'll wake the neighbors. My neighbors who don't speak English dug a hole in their backyard that was roughly 7x3 and I don't know how deep. They dug it during the day. But it was really weird. Turns out they were putting up a playset for their daughter and wanted to put an anchor in for the slide area. Pressure washing your driveway. Not to mention ducking annoying. Had a neighbor who would use power tools. Mostly saws. Late at night. My family would joke that he was cutting up bodies again. Moving out of your apt. My ex did that. He was living with some friends and when he was cheating on me he moved into that women's place in the middle of the night. I went over the next day and none of them knew where he went and didn't even know he was cheating on me. That was not a great day. Pro tip. They knew. Sunbathing. Moonbathing is okay though. Uncle Fester always did it. Liking someone's Facebook pictures. No. Liking all of someone's Facebook pictures. Wouldn't that be considered creepy at any time of the day? Dropping your kids off at school. You my good sir. Need a clock. If kids are being dropped off at school at 3 AM. I can only assume it's by an older sibling deadbeat and they're about to get up to some Goonies Stranger Things shit. Vacuuming. I had an upstairs neighbor who vacuumed at odd hours of the night and morning all the time. It freaked me out because it was always preceded with sounds like thumping or what I was pretty sure were power tools. No idea what they were up to. But either they were Dexter or had some really freaky sex, followed by vacuuming. Maybe they have trouble sleeping so they just get up and do chores? I'm curious to know what chores at 3 AM involve power tools in a rented apartment. But it's possible. Eating a Krabby Patty. Oh boy. 3 AM. What do you mean it's suspicious? 3 AM is the best time to eat a Krabby Patty. Breathing heavy while sharpening a kitchen knife. I mean, that's creepy at any hour. Not if you've just been chasing someone. Then breathing heavily is understandable. Going to IHOP, sober. Going to Waffle House, sober. Dude, I used to live near a 24-hour IHOP and it was the greatest thing. I don't care. Stone cold sober. The chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks at 3 AM are golden. Gardening. Door-to-door sales. My mom has a superhuman sense of smell. So when I was younger I'd climb onto the roof at around 3 AM to smoke so she wouldn't know. I feel like this is weird at any time of day to do on the roof. But the middle of the night isn't any more normal. Washing your car. Not true. I can find plenty of valid excuses for washing your car at 3 AM. If you work somewhere and are expecting corporate execs to show up, but don't have time after you wake up, you detail and wash your car in the very early hours to spiff it up for the occasion in case you are going to be driving one of them around. Also, waxing your car at night with a LED light makes it easier because you can avoid sunlight from staining the wax onto your paint. Hearing your phone ring. Getting money out of the ATM. I'm always surprised they're open. That's cause the little money dwarfs that give you your money are always cycling out underneath the ATM. They live there. If you want to tell me I am wrong. When was the last time you saw what's inside and under an ATM? That is not just a little money dwarf home and office. Taking out the trash. Especially if you have multiple large bags that keep leaking. Leftovers, am I right? Any sort of major house cleaning projects suggest there is meth involved. Exercising. I often like to run or walk around 3 in the morning around my neighborhood or even around my suburban local area. Seems really suspicious to be running down the road at 3 AM. Carrying your new TV into your house from the car. But if I do it during the day, thieves will know I have a brand new TV. I downloaded it. I swear. Getting fast food. Even if you're dead sober. Coming off a night shift or something. The assumption is you're drunk and or ducked up and driving around. Or a young person. As a college student, I often study into the later hours and afterwards I'm hankering for a little treat now and then. Being awake at 4 AM at 3 AM is pretty weird. I leave my relative time distortion field generator running one time and suddenly I'm the shifty house in the neighborhood. Sucking an egg. Now I feel an urge to suck an egg. Too bad it's 5 AM. I could imagine some of this as being written by Terry Pratchett. Well done. Glad I wasn't the only one who read this as though they were British. Former graveyard worker. What's not suspicious? Eating, driving. What's suspicious? Laundry, home repairs, yard work, socializing, cooking, shopping and pretty much any other aspect of one's life you could name. I used to run an early morning paper route through apartment complexes populated mostly by students at a nearby major US university campus. I was astonished by the number of young women changing the sheets on their beds at 3 or 4 in the morning with their ground floor windows open. I always wondered if I was witnessing some weird ritual, or if it just meant they were done turning tricks for the night and were ready to get some sleep, or something else. Mowing the lawn. Breakfast. Night breakfasts are amazing. Eating raw fish out of the river. Nobody doing anything good ever got $300 from an ATM at 3 in the morning, Chris Rock. There were a bunch of leaves on our back porch. We are supposed to keep it clear so that it doesn't start rotting the porch. So I went outside to sweep it at like 2 AM. And the neighbors were on their porch about 15 feet away. I realized this after a few sweeps. By then it was too late to stop. I had to commit to the choice I made. Taking an old rolled up rug to the dumpster. Flying a kite. My husband once did this. In dead seriousness, he just explained that the wind was perfect to fly a kite. It was in college. So he's standing by himself on a large baseball field next to his dorm flying a kite. He still defends himself to the day that it was totally normal. Can attest. Said husband. Did fly kite. Marge. There's something about flying a kite at night that's so unwholesome. Left double quotation mark. But. Hello mother. Bicycling to work. Then I realized the Oakland cops probably wouldn't have cared about a white girl bicycling to work that late early when they have crackheads to bother down San Pablo Ave. Taking out heavy black trash bags. Calling Jake from State Farm. Sharpening your neighbor's knives for them and borrowing their clothes because you're cold and forgot to wear yours. Walking into a bar. Going to the cemetery. Standing at a bus stop. Especially when the last bus was at 1030. Meet your guy at some place less conspicuous. Obvious patron of a drug dealer. Taking $400 out of the ATM. You know at that time if night it is not for anything good. Standing at your child's school bus stop with you family. To include child in a stroller. While holding birthday balloons. Bleaching laundry. Murdering someone. I could see how that might be misconstrued. A child. Alone. Singing church hymns and repeatedly playing hopscotch on the sidewalk near your house. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for 3 videos a day.